Okay, that's us live. Hi everybody, happy Wednesday. Hope you've had a great day. A lot of the schools went back today, so hopefully you've had a bit of quality time for yourself. The new normal, hope it's turning out alright for you. So I was live earlier on at 1 o'clock. I left you with two really amazing motivational videos. I hope you managed to see them and take something from them. Really, I was talking about community spirit and being there for each other, building each other up. Not so much I and me, much more about we and us, which is essentially what the Feel It Be formula is. However, this is extended, the daily motivation is extended because I now have an interview with a lady that I have been working with since close to a year. At the end of the month it'll be a year. Her name is Lesley Darling, and she is a darling. She really is. She's age 53 and she's from Edinburgh. And really what I'm trying to do here is just showcase different people. I just put it out to my clients. Does anybody want to come on a Skype call? I've got a lot of clients to choose from. As you know, there's over 500 people on my programme and growing quickly. So some people say, yeah, I'm up for that. I want to share my story because I think I could inspire people, I could help people. When you hear someone with a similar background, you see someone with a similar physique, maybe health problems, and you hear them talking about how they've managed to make the change, it really makes it within touch and distance for you. And I know that because I've worked with people for years and years and years. When you hear somebody talking, it's much better than a before and an after picture in terms of letting you feel what they're going through, letting you feel what they've felt. So every night this week, I'm interviewing somebody different. They're a different body shape, a different age, from a completely different demographic, different backgrounds, just so you can get a flavour of what they've done, how it's working for them, what isn't working maybe. Just a really informal chat just to give you a wee indication of what the Feel It Be formula is. And if it's for you, how to get involved. And if it's not for you, then hopefully we'll motivate and inspire you. So, if you don't mind, there will be somebody somewhere who would love to hear Lesley's story. Lesley, as I said to you, is 53. She's Scottish and she'll tell you her story herself. But she started a heavier lady. And she has completely transformed her physique, her mindset, her health and wellness, yes, of course. But even just to look at, we see each other virtually every day. She looks like a different woman. You'll see that in a minute. I have her pictures to show you. None of my pictures are photoshopped, they're tweaked. This is true to the eye, okay? So you can completely believe all of my pictures. And in fact, I don't usually put pictures up. You know when people stand and they get their first picture taken and they stand with their arms down. Then the second picture, their arms go up. I don't put pictures like that up because it's not a true reflection. So our arms will be in the same position. Or I hope they are. 105. So if we get to 300 people tonight, which I think is more than doable, if all 103 of you just clicked share, that'll go to your timeline and people could see it and they could dip in and out of it. Also, if you'd done a watch party, people could watch through your watch party. That would be handy. Likewise, if you tag your friends who have probably done the 5-day blitz, who are keen to learn more, please do that as well. So I'll give you a couple of minutes. I'll pull Lesley onto the screen, and while you share, we can get Lesley settled in, okay? So, as always with Skype and me and technology, who knows what could happen. If I get cut off, I'll come back on, okay? Right, here we go. And take the who knows what could happen. If I get cut off, I'll come back on, okay? Okay, Lesley, a view, hiya.
Hiya.
Brilliant, here we go, include switch. Right, give us a wee second, everybody. Where is the switcher? There it is. There she is. Hello, Lesley.
Hello.
Can I just ask everybody if they can tell me what the sound is like, if there's an echo or... So, Lesley, I'll just ask you a few questions so they could hear you. So, where are you from?
I'm from Bonnyrigg, which is about 10 miles outside Edinburgh.
Brilliant. And your age?
50.
Sorry. You don't need to worry about your age. You look amazing. So now that you've heard Lesley speak, there is an echo. Right, okay, let me try and sort that then. Okay. Just 2 seconds, Lesley, okay? Skype. Okay, I've hopefully fixed it. Bit of an echo from Lesley, so we'll see if that's fixed. So, Lesley, how did you find out about this Feel It Be formula and finding me for this Feel It Be programme?
I found out about you through a friend I didn't really know very well at the time, but I do now. The lovely Jill Shaw, and we've worked in a previous...
I didn't know that.
Before.
Okay.
And she posted some stuff on Facebook and it caught my eye and we went from there.
Brilliant. Good stuff. Yeah. So, Jill, you've probably seen Jill on my pages, everybody. Jill is a complete inspiration, much like Lesley. They have transformed everything about who they are through this programme, this Feel It Be programme, which runs every single month. And it's an online programme, obviously, for women. And people say to me, why women? And I'll tell you why. When you inspire and enthuse and educate a female in terms of health and wellness, generally speaking, she takes that back into her family and everybody benefits. She shares. So a lot of the time, the woman does the shopping, the cooking, and the family get involved. And that's exactly what happens. So the whole family benefit. And that's why it's a female programme. People say, do you train men? I have a gym in Dundee, I do train men. But the online programme is for women. The echo's gone, so that's great. So, Lesley, would you mind telling me, when you first started this, would you mind sharing what weight you were, how you felt in your health, where you were at in your mind?
When I first started on the 26th of August of 2019, I weighed 16 stone 13 pounds.
16 stone 13 pounds. Wow. 13, I'm writing this down, sorry, so I remember. And what are you now?
On Monday, when we had our weekly weigh-in, I weighed 12 stone 2 pounds.
Wow, 12 stone 2?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Wow.
So I'm aiming for the 5 stone mark for my 1 year anniversary.
That is fantastic. Well done. That is hugely commendable, Lesley. Just honestly, you inspire us every day. You really do. And it's hard for people to get that because they don't see you, but she really does. She inspires the whole group, of which there are over 500 people on there. So when you first came onto the programme, Lesley, obviously you get a meal plan. It's a really prescriptive meal plan. How did you find it? A lot of people will wonder, is that for me? What do you eat? How did you find the meal plan?
I'm not going to lie, I was really scared at losing the amount of carbs that I was going to be losing, because I do have a bit of a thing for pasta. Mm-hmm. However, I have tried everything. I've been successful with quite a few of them, but I've always gained the weight back and more. This was something different. I got the information. I made my decision really quickly once I found out a bit more and thought, well, you've tried everything else, give this a go. Mm-hmm. And I knew I came on to it fully committed because of the outlay initially. I thought, I'm giving this 150%. The scary thing was the exercise. Mm-hmm. But I went to a gym, I did classes, that kind of thing, but I just felt it was a bit of everything and it was the full package and I knew I needed to do it. Food-wise didn't bother me. I work from home when I do work and I always cook from scratch. So the meal prep, having the time to do it, I always knew I had it. And I just grasped it and ran with it for the first month. Yeah.
Did you do So on offer as well on the website, everybody's what's called the 5-day blitz. Did you do the 5-day blitz, or did you come straight onto this programme?
I had a bit of a wake-up moment about 2 days before your soft launch. I was out in the garden with my grandson, and I literally was out of breath and thought, God's truth, if you don't give yourself a shake, you're never going to see him grow up. So that night, Jill had posted a little bit on her Facebook, and I messaged her. As I say, I didn't really know Jill that well. I'd only ever met her once in person.
Mm-hmm.
And I messaged her and just said, what's this all about? She told me what it was all about, and I signed up on the Thursday and started the soft launch on the Friday.
Wow.
So it was a very quick decision, and one I've never regretted a minute off.
Amazing. Would you mind, Lesley, if I popped your pictures up so we can see
Not at all.
your starting pictures and your now pictures, if you like? Thank you. So
Brave enough to share the underwear ones, sorry.
Sorry?
I've never been brave enough to share
No,
the
no,
underwear
that's
ones.
totally fine. Right, here's the first one. Let me just bring them all onto the screen a wee sec, okay? 3, 4. So people respond really well to visuals. When you see it, you think, wow, right, okay, so here's the first one. What? Look at me, seriously. I'll just cover my face because it's not important to see my face there. But so that was you 16, what did you say, 16 stone 13?
Yeah, that one was actually taken the day before I started with you.
Wow.
Taken the 25th at a family gathering.
My God.
I just hate that one, but never mind.
See,
Another one was at my daughter's graduation a few weeks ago. So
wow, it's just incredible. It really is, and you got some fizz in your hand as well. I'm quite right. Good for you. Can I just ask a couple of questions? So, see, when you compare those two people, we work a huge amount on mindset. Everybody, it's vitally important. It's a thing that separates success from failure. And failure's not a bad thing. You fail forward, but in terms of moving forward and developing, and like Lesley says, she's tried things and she's been successful, but she's probably regressed and she's put weight back on again. But this, you can see, looking at you, you look amazing. There's a year on. Can you explain your mindset on the heavier picture, if you like, compared to your mindset now?
The heavier one, I just didn't really like myself very much. I'm from a big family. We're all big eaters, and I worked for a brewery for 20 odd years, so I do like a drink, particularly gin and wine. And I thought I was confident, but now that I reflect back in a year, I'm a different person now. I've got a lot more confidence. I often look at myself now in the mirror and still see that person. It's not until we do the side-by-side pictures that I do realise, oh, there is a difference. And really, after lockdown, I've not seen anybody for 4 months, really. My daughter's been shielding. And I've just suddenly, all of a sudden, people saying, God, what have you done? What are you on? And I was never brave enough to share any of my pictures on my own social media until the really beginning of lockdown.
Wow, look at that. That's incredible. Could you see what I'm putting up there?
I've got my iPad on the other side, so
wow.
It's my gym ones.
Jeezy. So did you get your, have you had any of your health markers retested since then?
No. I don't take any medication. I'll be honest with you, I probably was at the point that I probably should have been on something. However, I'm not really a doctory person anyway, so I've never really had my blood pressure. I've had it quite high before, but only for a few months. But no, I know I take my blood pressure now and it's fine. So I've not changed anything, I don't think, but I do think I was probably about to become quite ill and probably requiring some medication.
Absolutely. You can tell instantly you'll have elevated blood sugar levels here, probably well on your way to definitely pre-diabetic states, but also the visceral fat. So you've got rid of the visceral fat, and it's hard to believe actually it's the same person. Let's see the side on one. Look at that. So can I just ask, what is your husband saying about this? When he sees that picture and that picture, what does he say to you?
He's quite liking it, actually.
I bet he is. Is he there?
He's in the house. Well, he's probably away to pick up my daughter. Paul was all a big family. Sunday roast had to have white potatoes, boom, boom, boom. And I struggled for the first 6 months because I was really having to cook my meals, his meals, and Hannah's meals, and then or a variation of both.
Mm-hmm.
And then in January, I asked both of them to give me 1 week. Just give me 1 week on the programme and see what you think. Paul did it and lost £6 in his first week.
Amazing.
Hannah lost a few pounds as well. She went straight back to the bread and the pasta and things.
Mm-hmm.
Paul thought, I can't rely on you doing all the cooking because whilst he works from home a lot of the time, he's not got time to cook and prep. Mm-hmm. So he really relied on me. So he did his own sandwiches and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So after a few days, I was making a salad and he looked and he went, oh, I think I'll just have that.
Mm-hmm.
And he listened to Live one night.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said to me, let's do it. Oh, and so Paul, since really February, has been on the programme-ish with me.
Yeah.
And he's 3 stone the lighter.
Wow.
Hopefully he doesn't watch now because he'll give me a row for sharing that. So
that is
between us,
that's so good.
Stone, so.
This is one of the things actually that we need to discuss more probably, that the guys in the family actually do benefit massively as well because of the beauty of the nutritious food, how the food in the family meals change, and as a byproduct really everybody gets healthier without even thinking about it too much. So it's a win-win for everybody. So that's great to hear, Lesley. Thank you. Another thing I want to touch on, because Lesley inspires me, never mind everybody else, she inspires me every day. I don't enjoy running particularly. I used to be a sprinter when I was younger, and it was decent. I done cross country, and maybe my old head teacher Peter Murphy will be watching this thinking you were an amazing cross country runner, but I didn't really enjoy it. I've seen Lesley started to run. Lesley didn't run prior to this, and now she just told me earlier on she's been running, or she ran yesterday 8k. Now 8k is probably torture for me. Like, I don't enjoy it, but when I see Lesley I think I need to go for a run now. Lesley, could you tell me about how your mindset shifted in terms of the physical component of the plan? The workouts, did you start doing them right from the off, or did you just try and move as much as you could in terms of walking?
The start of your programme, when the old pre-lockdown, when you gave us exercises to do every week, I'll be honest with you, I didn't do them.
Okay.
Did the odd one or two. I always did my 45-minute walk. Lockdown changed everything because, well, it changed the world, and it is changing the world. But prior to lockdown, I did classes, went to the gym. I got into it, and I would run on the treadmill, but I definitely would, I call it running in the big bad wide world where people could see you. And I've got a friend that's done the programme, and she'll fully agree. I only would go on one treadmill at the gym because it was the one in the corner where nobody could see me. So in lockdown, after about 3 weeks, I decided, Paul says, I'll chum you for a walk. And I went, no, I just want to put my earphones in. I want to go for a walk. So off I went, and then I looked around. I thought, God, nobody's here. I'll run a wee bit and see how I get on. So I did it, and I ran about 2k that day, thinking, oh, quite chuffed with myself. I like setting myself little goals. And my goal at that point, which obviously a lot of the girls in the programme, if they've been with us throughout lockdown, it was always a case of running 5k in 35 minutes for my 53rd birthday, which was in June.
Yeah.
And it was hell. I'm not going to lie. Do I enjoy it? No. It's getting better, and there's a bit of a buzz out of it now.
Yeah.
So yes, I had to change my route slightly, but I did do my 5k in 35 minutes. My 53rd birthday.
Well done.
And from there, it's just been building up and building up. And I think it was a silly Sunday morning or Saturday morning. You had been on and you'd said something on one of the lives, and it was about 7 o'clock in the morning, and I thought, I'm going for a run. said no woman ever. So off I went. I made a wee video clip on the page saying, who am I? It's 7 o'clock on a Saturday morning and I'm out running.
Unheard of.
So I just put on maybe one a week, just a wee bit of a ditty, and share people and tell them that I've never ran. I think the last time I probably ran was for a bus when I was about 17 when I was going to work. It's not fast and it's most definitely not pretty, which all the girls have laughed at. But I do it, and
good for you,
I get above it, and I definitely have noticed a big change in my shape and my mindset, because it's just half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour to myself with my ears on, listening to my music that nobody can.
Time for you.
And it's time for me. So
brilliant.
Really enjoyed it.
Oh, great. Good for you. And as I say, you do inspire me. Every time I see you, I think, I need to go for a run. Let's go. Thank you for that. Just still on the workout. So we do a Zoom workout Monday to Friday every morning, 7 o'clock till 7:40. What could you, just in your words, what are the workouts like, Lesley? How do you find them? Do you use equipment? What do you do? Tell me about them. You love them?
I love them. Some of the girls are a bit nervous to come on Zoom because they think you're watching them. But when there's 100 women on them, the chances that Shelley catches your eye is very slim. She tends to pick on the girls that have been here for a wee while longer and know they should do it. I've probably missed about 6 or 7 in the whole time that you've done them throughout lockdown. I was the one that said, please don't bring them to 7 o'clock in the morning. However, I love them. I set my alarm at 20 to 7, roll out my bed and downstairs, cup of tea and off I go. I had some equipment. My daughter had a couple of kettlebells and my husband had some rickety old dumbbells in the garage. So I used them for a good while until my nephew announced that he had a barbell hiding in his garage. So I said, I'll have that.
Good.
So I do use some of the equipment, and I had been used to doing some weights with the gym before lockdown. So I love it when you use the equipment. I don't particularly like some of your movements because I really don't think any 53-year-old woman can put her leg up the side and hold one hand and do all these things. And your throughs and some of them are not pretty, but I give them a bash and sweat at the end of it, and it's a good start to every day.
Amazing. So, that's great to hear. I also said yesterday, because some people aren't ready to work out, Lesley. As you know, a lot of the girls don't do the workouts. I mean, we've got 500 people on there. Sometimes there's only 60 people in the morning.
Yeah.
So some people just are not ready for the workouts, and I just want you to tell everybody that is totally fine, because when they do the nutrition, the mindset, and they make sure that they take the education in, everything starts to change anyway, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I've got quite a few friends now doing the programme, and I know some of them are not ready for the exercise. Move more than you did, and stick to the plan, and it's just a matter of weeks or months before you're ready to do that a little bit more. Do it on Facebook, because obviously you record it on Facebook so that you can't see and stop if you have to stop. So just I encourage them to do a bit more. Well, you encourage them to, mainly by saying just move more than you're currently moving. And if that means walking a mile a day and you've never walked a mile a day, do a mile a day, or have 10 minutes, or do whatever you do.
Definitely.
You'll be running 8Ks.
It's so important that we get that across, though, because I like to meet people wherever they're at. So if you've never exercised before, or you have an injury, or you just don't have the confidence, I don't expect you to come into the workouts straight away. I really don't. So that's good that we've covered that. We talk so much about education and simplifying the science so you could work with it. What's your take on the educational component of the programme, Lesley?
It's been hugely informative, because so much of what...
Sorry, you're getting cut off, Lesley.
I actually probably put that first. Sorry. I think I would put the education first and foremost, because it's just mind-blowing what you share with people. Are you hearing me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you now, thanks.
Okay. which is something came funny up on my screen there. So that is fantastic. And I've learned so much that I've been able to sort of pass on. And obviously I've got my husband doing it and trying to wing my daughter to do it. And I do share that with people, and anybody that's joined the programme, I'll be honest with them and tell them that the education that you share with people is second to none. And if everybody knew it, if you could write a prescription, everybody would do this, because we need to know what you're sharing with us. Love the mindset stuff. I'm not a big gushy person like that. I did take a few months, Shelley, to get into it. But I'm probably out that end now, and I probably have taken a lot more on than I thought I had, and I definitely have become a much more confident person. And I'm not afraid to sort of speak up for myself where I probably would have shied away. But definitely education first and foremost.
Amazing. That's great to hear. Thank you so much for that. I think we've covered loads. I think really what we're doing this for people is just so you get a real good flavour of what this is all about, because I'm on here a lot and you think, well, you're maybe thinking, what even is it? How does it even work? So if anybody is interested, the website is here, and I've been dotting it about the screen for the past couple of days. The website is there. It's called the Feel Look Be formula. If you're interested and you want to get involved, and you know Lesley, please make contact with her. Lesley will share this to her networks and hopefully on your page, Lesley, so people know that they can come and speak to you. Obviously a great source of information. She's been doing it for a year with massive success. So if you know Lesley, speak to her, and if you want to go straight to the website, if you don't know Lesley, the website is there. And we start on the 31st of August. We've only got 171 people. I was hoping to give away a freebie there, but I'm not going to. Start on the 31st of August and run for 4 weeks, so right through September, really. We do a soft launch, so you get the soft launch starts on the Friday. You get 3 days to get prepared for starting on the Monday, and we start together. The last thing I'll ask, Lesley, is about the community aspect. I shared a couple of videos today, and it was really on. I'm huge on community and keeping a really safe, closed, private space for women to feel secure and able to share, and in the main supported. What's your take on the whole community aspect of Feel It Be?
I love it. I love working with people and getting to know people that I've never met. And there's many girls on the programme that I do know, and there's many girls in the programme that I've got to know through them sharing and me sharing and the encouragement that we give each other. There's never a post goes up from anyone that doesn't have a comment encouraging them to do better, not so much better, like just encouragement. And they build you up. Women build women up, whereas sometimes there are a lot of women they like to rip them down, but our community is all about building up your self-esteem. And I think some of the things that are shared within our private group are just mind-blowing, that the women actually feel they can trust the group that we're part of to share what they're going through and their life and their problems and their issues.
It really is a special group.
And that is just...
You're getting cut off there again, Lesley. Hope I'm not going to lose you, am I? Are you there?
So, yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I went again.
Yeah, just a wee bit. You're back. You're back.
Sorry. So, no, I love them. They all know who they are.
Brilliant.
They've got me through lockdown, safe and sane.
We have women on this programme, for people that are watching, from all over the world, quite literally America, Australia, Europe, Spain, obviously all over the UK. Someone's actually booked from South Africa for September, all over the place, and it's amazing. Different time zones, different cultures, just everybody coming together. I am really an advocate of women, supporting women and building each other up. I think it's hugely important. I've worked in the industry a long time, and I also know the flip side of that, when women can hold you back. I've worked with a lot of guys as well, and I generally find that if there's a problem, it's usually from a female. A guy, you could pull him, you could have a word with him, you could sort it. Women can tend to be a wee bit different, so I'm really, really fussy about who I allow onto the programme. It has to be safe, it has to be supportive, and women have to be able to build each other up. And if they can't come onto the programme. And if I have inside knowledge of people that are coming onto that programme that I don't really want on there, then they won't be on it. And I'm very firm in that. It's my programme, it's my business, and ultimately I'm there to create a safe space for people. So, Lesley, that was absolutely amazing. I think you look phenomenal. You're just a picture of health. So over the past year, you've transformed your mindset, your lifestyle, your family are getting involved. It's just amazing. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing your story. I'm sure you'll inspire loads of people to get involved. And if not, follow the page and just get some daily motivation. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have you got anything that you want to ask me, or
anything I want to ask you? No, because we don't like shouty Shelley.
Right, brilliant.
Con me in the morning at the 7 o'clock Zoom.
Right, I'll see you in the morning at 7, Lesley, okay?
Thanks
so much. I'll cut you off and I'll stay on, okay? Thanks a lot. Cheers. See you soon. Right, she's gone. There we go. Brilliant. You can't, when somebody puts themselves out there to come on and share their story, on such a personal story, and share their journey, it's hugely commendable. It really is. There's 11,000 plus people on this page. Who knows who's watching? And you know what it's like. You get some pain in the arses on social media, and you never know what you're putting yourself out to, do you? So thank you so much, Lesley. I think you're amazing. The whole group think you're amazing. So that is another Feel It Be Formula client. We have somebody else tomorrow night from a completely different background. Yeah, all week it's somebody completely different. So you get a different take on it, you get a different story, and a real good feel for what it is I do. I think by now you realise this is not a fitness programme. I keep saying to people, if you want a fitness programme, jump onto YouTube and get as many CrossFit workouts, bodyweight workouts, workouts with towels, workouts with no equipment. You can get any workout you want for free. This is not a fitness programme. This is a holistic lifestyle transformational programme where everything in your life changes, underpinned with mindset. So if you've been going through some difficulties, bereavement, relationship breakups, you're in a bad place, you're stuck in a rut, you need help, this is what this programme does. It builds you up, it builds your confidence, and slowly you start becoming your old self again. You start to find yourself. And then you find that you've got 500 odd people from all around the world. You've got buddies in America and Europe. You think, I could be going to visit them. So before you know it, when this coronavirus is gone, you could be flying all over the world to see all your virtual Feel It Be Formula buddies. That's tongue-in-cheek, by the way, but it's really possible. There's so many friendships being formed through this. It's really quite phenomenal. So anyway, I'll let you go. shelleybooth.co.uk is the website. It's there. You can't miss it. It's the Feel Look Be formula. Go for it. Get signed up if you fancy it. If you want to change your life, you can, and you can do it now. Everything starts with just one thought. It really does. Thank you so much. Is there any questions on here? Very inspiring. Fiona Sinclair, thank you. Brilliant, Lesley. Look at all your online buddies backing you up, Lesley. Sometimes these women bring me to tears, and I don't cry very easily, but they're so humble and so supportive and just genuinely nice people that want the best for each other. It does force you to have a few tears sometimes. Brilliant. Okay, right, I'm going to let you go. I'll see you tomorrow back on this page at 1 o'clock for some daily motivation. I'm trying to leave you with a couple of messages that you can hopefully take into your life. They'll resonate with you and they'll hopefully help you change something that you're unhappy with. Okay, take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your night. See you, everybody. Bye-bye. Cheers, Lesley.